आत्मनो विक्रिया नास्ति बुद्धेर्बोधो न जात्वपि. In some books, Jatviti is there. Both readings are okay. Either Jatvapi or Jatviti. Jiva sarvamalam jnata jnatva jnata drashteti muhyati rajju sarpavadatmanam जीवं ज्ञात्वा भयं वहेत्. नाहं जीवः परात्मेति ज्ञातश्चेन्निर्भयो भवेत्. आत्मा Anatma Viveka is being pointed out in these verses. And the main idea conveyed here is that every attribute that we see in ourselves does not belong to us. Every attribute that we see in us does not belong to us. It is a superimposition born out of aviveka. And therefore the job of a seeker is taking off every attribute and handing over to the relevant kosha. Sthulatvam to Annamaya kosha, Ashanaya Pipasavatvam to Pranamaya kosha, Sankalpa Vikalpatmakatvam to Manomaya kosha, Ragadveshadimatvam to Vijnanamaya kosha, according to Tat Atmabodha. And finally, even Sushupti, sleep, should be handed over to Anandamaya Kosha. I, the Atma, am free from all of them. And with superimposed attributes, I am called Jivatma. Minus the superimposed attributes, the very same I am the Paramatma. So, plus attributes is equal to Jivatma, minus attributes is equal to Paramatma. Continuing. (28) Atmavabhasajatyekaha buddhyadinindriyanyapi deepo ghatadivat svatma jadaistairnavabhasyate. So now the question comes, if I negate all the pancha koshas as anatma, who is there to know the Atma? If I negate the pancha koshas as anatma, who is there to know myself as the Paramatma? Because every knowledge is gained by the instruments, and all instruments belong to the koshas. Jnanendriyam belongs to Manomaya Vijnanamaya Kosha. The mind belongs to Manomaya Kosha. Buddhi belongs to Vijnanamaya Kosha. If the koshas are negated, sense organs gone, mind gone, intellect gone, then who will know the left out Atma? Because the Acharya says, you negate all of them and know yourself as Paramatma. Once they are negated, who will illumine the Atma is the question. For that the answer is given. That Atma's illumination is not because of any one of the koshas. None of the kosha is necessary to illumine the Atma. And none of the koshas can illumine the Atma also. Why? Because every kosham is jadam. So, sthula shariram is jadam, sukshma shariram is jadam, karana shariram is maya prakriti, that is also jadam. If three sharirams are jadam, what about pancha koshas? These three sharirams alone are called pancha koshas, therefore they are also jadam. Therefore, jada koshaha atmanam avabhasayitum na shaknuvanti jadatvat ghatavat. They cannot illumine. Okay, then the question comes, if you say they cannot illumine because they are jadam, how is it that we are knowing every object in the world with the help of the mind, sense organs, etc.? If the sense organs are jadam, sense organs should not be able to see Shabda Sparshadi. But our personal experience is that the mind and sense organs illumine the world. For that we say, if mind and sense organs are illumining the world, it is not because they are Chetanam, it is only because they have borrowed Chaitanyam from the Atma. And taking the borrowed illumination, they are illumining the external world. Thus, from the Atma, the mind and sense organs borrow illumination, and with that illumination, they illumine the external world. Now the question is, with that borrowed illumination, let them illumine the external world. With the borrowed illumination, can they illumine the Atma itself? Because from where did they borrow? Atma. So it is just like I am asking you 100 rupees. Kaila vechundu, do you want a loan? 10 rupees. Interest vara pote. Therefore, if I borrow money from you and try to loan for you yourself, it is impossible. I can borrow money and loan to someone else. That's what India is doing. America anand kadam vaangi Sri Lanka kudukarathu. And playing as a great country, So like that, I am the Atma. So three things are there. Atma, Pramanam, Prameyam. Pramanam borrows Prakasham from the Atma, and with the borrowed Prakasham, Pramanam is illumining Prameyam. But the Pramanam itself cannot illumine the Atma, because Atma is the original illumination. And the best example is, you imagine there is a mirror. In the mirror there is the reflected sunlight. And because of that the mirror has become what? A Deepaha. Mirror by itself is not a Deepaha. Because of the borrowed sunlight, mirror has now become what? A Deepaha, a mini Deepaha. What is the original Maxi Deepaha? Suryaha. And with the blessing of the Maxi Deepaha, this is a mini Deepaha. And with that reflected sunlight, suppose it is illumining this hall or a room inside. That is fine, because the mirror can illumine the room, because room happens to be darker. But suppose that very reflected light tries to illumine the Surya itself, how foolish it will be. It cannot illumine, and even if it illumines, it is not the illumination from the mirror, it is the illumination belonging to the sun only. Similarly, Buddhi Indriyani borrow illumination from the Atma. They cannot lend illumination to Atma. And therefore, Atma is not known by any one of them. Okay, if Atma is not illumined by all the Panchakoshas, then who illumines? Nobody illumines. If nobody illumines, how can Atma shine? If nobody illumines, how can Atma shine? See, we have got a fixation that a thing can shine only if it is illumined by something. But Atma is not illumined by anyone. At the same time, Atma shines. Why? Because Atma is Swayam Prakasha. And therefore he says, Atma ekaha buddhyadi indriyani avabhasayati. So, ekaha Atma, this one non-dual Atma, avabhasayati, illumines what? Buddhyadini indriyanyapi. Buddhyadini means buddhi, manaha, chittam, ahankaraha. All the four antahkaranani, and not only antahkaranani, indriyanyapi, also the bahyakaranani, the external organ. So the illumined objects are many, the illuminator is one. Kshetram, Kshetri tatha kritsnam prakashayati Bharata. Innume marakamata. Kshetram, Kshetri tatha kritsnam prakashayati Bharata. Kshetri or Kshetrajnaha is ekaha, Kshetram is anekam. Ekam anekam prakashayati. And the rule is what? The illuminator is never illumined by the illumined. Okay, can you get it? The illumined objects are ever illumined objects, they can never become illuminators. And illuminator can ever be only illuminator. It can never become illumined. Seer is ever seer. Seen is ever seen. Seen cannot become seer. Seer cannot become seen. Therefore, I am ever the subject. Organs are ever the objects. Object cannot become subject, and subject cannot become object. And therefore, how to know me? That question itself is wrong, because I am all the time known as aham, aham iti. So self-knowledge is never an event. Very carefully note this point. Self-knowledge is never an event. Pot knowledge is an event, because pot was not known before. After operating the sense organs, pot becomes known. So there is an unknown condition, and after some time a known condition comes. The transfer from unknown condition to known condition is called the knowing event. But Atma has never an unknown condition, because all the time Atma is available as what? Aham, aham, aham Chaitanyam. You may add some attributes to yourself. That is anatma dharma you may add. But even at that time, Atma is known or unknown. When you say, I am fat also, that I am refers to what? The Atma. So therefore, when you say, I am, that is Atma is shining. And because of the Atma Chaitanyam, Shariram also is shining. So two things are shining. I am shining self-effulgently. Shariram is shining how? With borrowed lights. And body is different from me, Anatma. I am also shining. Therefore, every time we are knowing two things, I, the self-effulgent one, and the Shariram with the borrowed light. Now, enna pandren? When I feel the fatness, I should say, I am, body is fat. Appadi sollanum. I am, body is fat. Namukku shama illa. Body is edutudrom. I am fat nodrom. So for I am is self-effulgent I. Fat is an object of my knowledge. I am is not an object, it is self-effulgent I, the subject. Body is an object. I am சொல்ற வார்த்தை கரெக்டா இருக்கு. Body இதுல சேர்த்து விடுறோம். Now what is required is, self need not be known, because even now I am சொல்றதே self தான். And what is to be done? And the fat சொல்றதை விட்டு, the fat body கொடுத்து விடுறது. Once body has received the fat, I am what? I am. So therefore, when I say I am, is it a new knowledge? Not new knowledge. Previously also I said I am. Now also I said I am. The only difference between the previous condition and this condition is not a new knowledge, but only elimination of some superimposed attributes. Therefore, I was known before, I am known now, I will be known later, because self-effulgent I can never become unknown. Na kaschit nahamasmiti pratyeti. Shankaracharya says in Adhyasa Bhashyam, nobody says I don't know myself. And therefore, there is no event called self-knowledge. There is no incident called self-knowledge. If this is not known, we will sit in meditation, we will try to work for Nirvikalpa Samadhi, and we will wait for that flashy event in which the self will come in front of you, give darshanam for 2 minutes, you can put some kunkumam or something like that and come away. So therefore remember, self-knowledge is not an event because pratibodha viditam matam. எப்போதும் நான் சொல்றது self தான். Which self? Jivatma or Paramatma? Paramatma தான். Who makes it Jivatma? I am fat சொல்றதே, we are making it Jivatma. In our mind we are making Jivatma, and even at that time I am Paramatma only. And therefore, Atma avabhasayati buddhyadini indriyani. And taihi jadaihi Atma na avabhasyate. And Atma is not illumined by those inert koshas. So Atma avabhasayati, Atma na avabhasyate. Atma is the illuminator, Atma is never the illumined. So jadaihi taihi na avabhasyate. This is the definition of swayam prakashatvam. So swayam sarva prakashakatve sati swa itara aprakashyatvam swayam prakashatvam. Being the illuminator of all, that which is never illumined by any is called self-effulgence. So sarva anya prakashakatve sati sarva anya aprakashyatvam swayam prakashatvam. Okay, what is the example? The example is Deepaha. So any Deepaha, light, is the example. Deepaha ghatadivat. The light illumines the pot, and the light is never illumined by the pot. Light illumines the pot, and light is the illuminator, pot is the illumined. This can never be interchanged. Always subject and object cannot be interchanged. Now you may feel, see, suppose I am seeing you. I am what? Subject. You are what? Object. You are seeing me. You are what? Subject. I am what? Subject, object interchange are they? Leo. See, I am seeing you, I am the subject, you are the object. You are seeing me, you are the subject, I am the object. Angadan tahararu. Remember, when you say, I am seeing you, I am the Chaitanyam, and not the body seeing you. I am the Chaitanyam, who am seeing you, the body, through my body. Therefore, when I am the seer, I am what? Chaitanyam. You are what? Body. You are Chaitanyata na paakame mudiyadu. So, you are the body. Therefore, what is the subject? Chaitanyam is the subject. What is the object? Body is the object. And when you are seeing me, who are you? Chaitanyam. And I am what? The body. Therefore, remember, always Chaitanyam alone is the subject. Body or matter alone is the object. It can never be interchanged at any time. Drigeva natu drishyate. So, Deepaha ghatadivat swatma jadaihi na avabhasyate. Continuing. Swabodhe nanya bodhe cha bodha rupatayatmanaha nadipasya deepecha yatha swatma prakashane. So in the previous shloka, Acharya said that Atma is not illumined by any organ. So then the question is, how is Atma known? I have given you the answer. It is self-effulgent. That answer Acharya is giving in this shloka. So if Atma is not illumined by anyone, then how is Atma known? For that he answers, Swabodhe Anya Bodha Ichha Nasti. So in gaining the knowledge of oneself, Swana Atma Nartam. Swabodhe means Atma Bodhe Vishaya Saptami. Atma Bodha Vishaye. In regards to the knowledge of oneself. Anya Bodha Ichha Nasti. So another Bodha. Bodha means what? Vritti Jnanam. Another Vritti Jnanam is not necessary for knowing the Atma. For Ghata knowledge, Ghata Vritti Jnanam is necessary. For Pata knowledge, Pata Vritti Jnanam is necessary. In fact, every object in the world is known by a corresponding Vritti Jnanam. And the Vritti Jnanatha thaan inge Bodham solrom. So Anya Bodha means a particular Vritti Jnanam. Why? Because in the Vritti Jnanam itself, the very Chaitanyam comes from where? From the Atma only. See, for pot, Vritti Jnanam is necessary because pot is Jadam. And therefore Vritti Jnanam must come, and the Vritti Jnanam alone must illumine the pot outside. Whereas Vritti Jnanam is not necessary for Atma because Atma happens to be Swarupa Jnanam. Introduction Nyabam Vechingo. Atma is a Swarupa Jnanam. Therefore, it need not borrow light from Vritti Jnanam. Whereas Ghataha is what? Tamo Rupaha, Jada Rupaha, Ajnana Rupaha. Therefore, Vritti Jnanam is necessary. Therefore, Vritti Jnana Ichha Nasti. Inge Ichha na necessity in artham, requirement in artham, desire la. Ichha means requirement, necessity, apeksha in artham. So, Vritti Jnanam is not necessary to illumine oneself. Why? Atmanaha Bodha Rupataya. Because Atma itself happens to be Swarupa Chaitanyam. Vritti Jnanam Swarupa. Swarupa Jnanam. So reflected consciousness is not necessary to illumine the original consciousness. Elio, reflected sunlight is not necessary to illumine original sunlight. Similarly, reflected consciousness is not necessary to illumine original consciousness. Chidabhasa is not necessary to illumine Chitta. So, Bodha Rupataya Atmanaha. Like what? An example is given. Na deepasya anya deepa ichha asti. The light illumines every object in the room. But how do you know the light is there in the room? Sandeham. Light illumines all the objects. Then somebody asked, who illumines the light? No objects can illumine the light because objects themselves do not have any light. So objects do not illumine the light. If objects do not illumine the light, who illumines? No other illuminator is necessary. Therefore, deepasya anya deepa ichcha. Ingame ichcha sonna apeksha nartham. Apeksha sonna requirement, necessity, need. So another light is not necessary to illumine one light. Okay, if you say another light is necessary, what will happen? Can you guess? Anavastha dosha. That light will have to be illumined by another light, which will have to be illumined by another light. Then there will be endless regress. This is called infinite regress, which is a dosha. In Sanskrit, anavastha dosha. So chaitanya prakashanartham anyat chaitanyam, dvitiya chaitanya prakashanartham